Okay, sorry about that. It seems like my OBS decided it was going to crash. Give me 1 second to make sure everything is running okay. And that we're back up on stream. Okay, no idea why it crashed. That's kind of weird. But I guess it happens. I haven't had OBS crash on me in a long while, which is, I guess a blessing, that I've actually not had it crash very often. One last thing, let me make sure, see what it did to my recordings here. Bear with me 1 second. So I wonder if when it crashes, if it finishes out that VOD. Okay, yeah, good. Luckily, it crashed on break, which, I mean, it couldn't have been a better time to crash, right? So, give me just 1 second, and, tally on your statement of perfect timing is prophetic. Okay, so I think everything's back up. Let's continue. So Mr. Schaefer just come by, right before break. Yeah, more ways than one for sure. Like I said, man, it's been forever since I've had OBS crash, and I wonder if it has anything to do with the new update. Since I did, I waited until now. So when they do a major update like that, like on OBS, when they go, like in this case, they went from the final version 31 point whatever to the new 32.0.0. I now have a rule of thumb that when they go to a major version like that, that I now wait until they release at least the first patch afterwards to upgrade to it. So in this case, I actually waited until they released 32.0.1, which is what I'm on. And that way, sometimes I avoid some of the big major crashes that come out with the new major version releases. So anyway, back to Mr. Schaefer here. They're saying the Sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pulvers right now. Interesting. Foxfield Trident. Now we know what all these are, right? So we go to Foxfield, just right here. Grab our little coin to put it over the Foxfield square. And then we find the Trident, which is going to be in K8. So let's go to K8. From Foxfield, the Trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Stone Circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into a dell. There a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. What we got? Purdy. So let's put him segregated over here. And next. Hey, Forrest. How's it going? Got Forrest, we got Enos, we got Ennis, or Amos. I am going to Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Imbersol or Lesser Meridoc? Imbersol or Lesser Meridoc? Imbersol. Should I just use that for something, didn't I? So I should have that one. Imbersol. There it is. Or Lesser Meridoc? Okay. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and incomprehensive. I think that's this one, isn't it? I think that's this one. So, that's the one that, what's his name wanted me to give this dude, right? So he wanted me to give him this one, which I guess is the Lesser Meriadoc. I better label that one while I'm thinking about it. Lesser Meriadoc. M-E-R-R-Y-D-O-C-D... what? D-O... Come on, Tom. Fingers on the keyboard. D-O-C-K. There we go. So I'm going to give him the Ember Soul. I want him to win, because, remember Talion, the secret society that was like, we want you to join our secret society, and you were like, don't do it. And I'm like, well, I'll just give him lip service for now on. Well, this right here will side with not them. So this will actually thwart them, which is what I want. So let's go ahead and thwart them. Widow's Woe. Said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partially due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Next! Milton? What can I do for you, sir? Allow me to present my services. I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in perusing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Nice. Arnside's Antiques? What is this? Oh, Arnside. Arnside's a town, right? Well, let's take a look. Arnside. Like Ironside? No, Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside's Antiques blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit along faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Oh great, the Elixir of the Damned, just what I needed. Made from a combination of Arbutum, Alcorosis, Macrosis. Why do you gotta give me the Latin names for all of them? Mens Fortis, this powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Their eternal soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost. Alive, but no longer really with us, like zombies. And then we have St. Quentin's elixir. I was going to make a Quentin Tarantino joke, but I'm dry. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their senses of fear. Although it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. A five-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. The whole thing about courage not being a bad thing. It reminds me of a movie, Blake Edwards' S.O.B. There's one scene where they're about to drug up Julie Andrews to get her to do the nude scene in the movie that they're filming. And one of the guys that the doctor's talking to about it is like, so does this work? Does it actually, remove your fear? And he's like, well, I once cured a parajumper, somebody jumping from an airplane, of their acute acrophobia. It's like, well, what do you mean, almost? He's like, well, unfortunately, the poor bugger was so stoned he failed to open his chute. Okay, so the Elixir of the Dam. I'm not sure I have all the ingredients for these, but let's do our next oh, end of day. We already did end of day. What day are we on? 13? Jesus. Okay. So let's go and just put these away for now. Yeah, we're good. We're good. End of day. Okay. Zoinks. Endmore Raven Spider. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the Stone Circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. So the moon is still almost full. Just like a sliver of a sliver. But shit be going down. Shit be going down before the weekend, that's for sure. So I guess first we need to figure out this shit. Endmore Raven Spider. So I know Endmore is a town. Somewhere. Endmore. Dude, sometimes I'm so goddamn blind. And more. Hoverig. Okay, why can't I find this? Isn't it like over? No, that's Kentmere. Kendall. Okay, why am I having so much problem with this? It has to be here. Oh, found it. Okay, so Endmere, right? Raven and Spider, which I'm guessing are... Oh, wrong one. Token stuff, right? So Endmere. The Raven, which will take us up to H29. Right? So let's take that one, put it up on H29. And then Spider, which is H25. So let's do that. H25. A jackdaw croaks, hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. What we got? Ooh, this one's pretty. The big bulb-like things. Don't know what they're for, but they're for something. Next! Okay, have you heard of this masked woman? Oh, hey Gracie, how's it going? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable. And they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Dock to help me get through it instead. Daisy Dock? Didn't I just identify that one? Sounds so goddamn familiar. So it has the weird leafy things, so I haven't identified it, which means I haven't used it. Daisy Dock, and it's not one of those, so it has this weird leaf, which is pretty obvious, actually. Right? Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Daisy Dock. I think we can confidently... Daisy Dock. Bonk and bonk, all yours, lady. Oh! That wasn't it. Dude, I was so sure. Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. Shit happens. Luckily, that clears at the end of the day, so as long as I don't screw up a bunch of times in one day, I should be good, right? Dead man's fingers? Oh my god. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse reaching up from the undergrowth, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. That's that one that I've been acting weird about, right? Maybe? I don't know. Next! Hey, Dave, how's it going? Dave's not home. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturist spelled wrong. How is it spelled? Horticulturist. So, the culture of hort? I have no idea. I assume it was meant for you. Okay. What do we got here? If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Oh, no problem, Talion. Thanks for showing up. I certainly appreciate it. But feel free to lurk all you want. If you know your plants, this letter is for you. So, if I know my plants... invisible stuff, maybe? Oh, yee-hee-hee. Ho, ho. So you got it working. Oh, yes, yes. It works. It works. Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river. Nobody know... At the river Esk? The source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Ho ho. So north of Bowfell, the source of the river Esk. North of Bowfell, source of the river Esk. Here we go, looking for a fucking town again. Boodle. Bowfell. So Bowfell isn't a town, it's a mountain range. So... Shit. I think I know where it is. So... North of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk, which is... So I think directly north of Bowfell is C14, which is a river source, and that's the river Esk. Okay, got it. Bonk. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. Oh. It's like little, like baby sucker things, like baby, nipples. Next! Thora! How's it going? My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he brought back from his latest adventure. Okay. Well, most of the mushrooms around here will kill you, so it's probably a good idea to be wary. He's just been on a trip across the lake exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. Again, everything in this place is poisonous. I have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. Okay. Seriously, dude, I'm sure that next you're going to find a plant in this town that'll just make your dick explode. Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods, west of Undermere, across the lake. Oh. Undermere, west, across the lake. Mushrooms! How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Oh. Baton, baton. Okay, nice, nice. Next. Simone, my main lady. Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. Gross. The British spelling of the word mold. I hope you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. I might have some sweet breath. I remember that it was named differently, though, than it wasn't called Sweet Breath. I wish this would cross-reference. That would be really nice. And if I do remember properly, the picture of it was really weird. Sweet Breath was something like... No. There it is. No, that's not it. Son of a bitch. Sweet Breath. Oh, Palliance. Duh. It says right there. Stupid me. I have that one labeled already. This. Yay! I can change the label color on that one now. Sour Brandy. Sour Bandy. Sour Bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Stamen. Like John Stamos? I don't know what I'm talking about. Just ignore me. Palliance. Let's put this one up here. Seriously, getting a little crowded in the flowers around here. Not that that's not what I'd do. Lorena, how's it going? My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you got some Trimble Huff, then it'd save me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you know she's not worth the trouble. Well, then why are you bothering? Jesus, Herbert Christ, dude. Trimble Huff. The Trimble Huff is traditionally used as a decoration at weddings, as it's thought to strengthen relationships. Well, okay, cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access. Oh, for a second there, I thought it was like a fucking mushroom. So, cross-section of the small cup flowers. Trimble Huff. Flowers that point down. No. This one? No, because that one doesn't have a pistil. That's the only one it could be, though. She could zoom in more. Okay. Oh, wait a second. These? I mean, it's not pointing downward, but it has a pistil. Well, I guess it is kind of pointing downward. Like downward, not completely down. So let's, Trimble Huff. If I screw this up, it'll be my second one today, so let's, label. Trimble. Huff, all one word, not hug. They don't hug ya. That one? Yay! Okay, and then we get a entry for the glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. That's grim. Luminescent. Does that mean it does anything under my little... No, not that one. This one. I think so far I only have one flower that actually does anything under this. Oh well. End of day. 14th. 8 miles to the east. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. So 8 miles to the east of the great tree. Wait a second. So... Jeez, it's wet. So there's the tree. Gosforth, right? 8 miles to the east of Gosforth? Is that what they're asking for? There's Gosforth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me in to a reflective trance. Here and there, the flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. And that's 2 new plants. How about that? Put them over here on the other side. And next, Thora, back for more, huh? Well, he went and ate all those bloody mushrooms, and of course, now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way, and I'm worried about him. So it's this mushroom here, right? And then we want that, and I also need to identify what the hell mushroom it is. Watch it be the bishop's parasol. A mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. So this one says it's for treatments of stomach pain, so that doesn't sound like it. Let's just start at the top of the list here. Spring's wax cap. Edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties, so it's definitely not the Spring's wax cap. Oh, sometimes fatal. That's not it, is it? That's too pointy. Sunset Mountain Cap. This one we've identified, so that's not it. Bishop's Parasol we just looked at. Copper Caledonium, I'm pretty sure we've... So it has to be a Farmer's Worry. I mean, we've done process of elimination here. Farmer's Worry. Oh, that's definitely it, huh? Farmer's Worry, a spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for a short periods of time at the expense of severe fatigue once it's worn off. Huh. So, Farmer's Worry, often fatal. An antidote can be made by using Royal Gentilla. So, I guess we just give her the Royal Gentilla? Oh, no. Open that back up. I needed to go to the table of contents. And Royal Gentilla, which we've identified already. It is... Get closer together, guys. You're supposed to be friends. Royal Gentilla. Oh god, oh god. I think it's this one here. Oh, there it is. This is Thorn, the Game Design Lexicon. We are playing dun 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 Strange Horticulture for the PC Windows platform. If you like our content here, make sure you give us a follow down below. Here on Twitch, where we do stream currently Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which are scheduled days. I'm streaming outside my schedule because I did miss today earlier. I wasn't feeling all that great and decided to sleep through my stream. Which is great because now I'm going to be up all goddamn night. If you can't catch our live stream, or if you find my schedule a little too erratic to deal with, just hit the subscribe button and the alert button on YouTube, because I post all my videos there and you can watch them not live, so you won't get to interact with it live. But, you know, it is what it is. You can also catch my other social media platforms and my abouts down below on those platforms. I'm going to take a short music break, and I will be back with some more Strange Horticulture.